without you. We couldn't do this without you. Couldn't do it without you.
734, shout out to the comrade Wild Wallace.
I give thanks
Detroit,
to
stand up. Flint, stand up.
I was prepared by the time I hit 18. My pops left the crib, but that ish didn't faze me. My cousin moved in, he was trying to stay clean. She raised him too, the job she did was amazing. And speaking of amazing, yeah, my wife is amazing. I feel like heaven blessed me with a hell of a lady. My baby holds me down in a world that's so crazy. She helps me stay sane when this world tries to break me. And back when I was broke, she
Straight Up Podcast, go ahead and mix it up real quick before we start. It's been boy DJ Wild Body. Shout out to 734. Formula 734. That is.
I couldn't imagine my life without you. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do for you. Just know I'm proud of you.
Shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat.
Flower rose, you my sweetest like clementine. Wine in a bottle, condescending from your grapevines. If love is love, then it's us until infinity. Kill Thanos to get a grasp onto your energy. If ever neglected, my apologies are sincere. My focus is only on you, my mental will never veer. I steer to your direction. Spit a little game, just hoping you'll be my blessing. One day I'll kneel down, no cap, no need for reverence. Girl, check this. We don't need another man to tell another man or a woman how we gon' do this. Girl, it's on. You'll be dancing in your wedding dress to your favorite song. You got my heart surrounded by nothing but love. And when it's me and you together, baby, it's nothing but us. Cleanliness to godliness, yeah. Girl, you like my remedy. Now I'm turning great things into real things, real things.
I'm so grateful for you.
How do I get this shit to work on my...
I couldn't imagine my life without you. There ain't nothing that I wouldn't do.
Number 4, Romantic Love.
Shout out to Agent Smith at bandcamp.com. Go cop that. B.A. Mac, let's get it. This one calls Touch the Sky, Manifest.
DJ Wide Body.
Smoky Bear, and we on this big stacks of nighttime project. Ladies and gentlemen, this your man Smoky Bear, and we on this big stacks of nighttime project. And these boys about to step up and talk that nasty, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm talking about? They going in. Listen up, speak on it, speak on it.
It's that nigga named Nighttime giving you all the tight rhymes. And plus I keep it nasty like some pork rinds. I got you jumping like stick 'em up. Give lyrical uppercuts, stay focused like I'm looking at some bubble butts. Niggas be sneering and tearing. In the ghetto, they fearing and cheering. The bust guns like they Frank Sheeran. Plus my vision on big bucks and my hand on my big nuts. And plus, I proper fuck you to the Ku Klux. I keep it chill like Bahama Mamas. Lay back in the tropical water, sketching a hand job by somebody's daughter. It's the verbalist, merciless journalist, snap it.
Like, where do we start? How did things fall apart? Why are we shooting each other hearts? Knowing we ain't doctors, our speech ain't proper. Throwing jab after jab, only make us sparring partners, and we got it all wrong. That's why I'm penning this song, to get back to times we got along. Times we had fun, talking to the sun. Beat us both to bed the day I made you the one. Nah, it's just a game of who should take the blame, when really just shame. Our page ain't the same, and when we cross paths, it's like a bloodbath. What happened to better halves? Instead, it's just wrath. And now it's haunting me and alarming me that the keys to our heart ain't in harmony. So you push me away, question if you should stay. Now I'm crying to say, is everything okay? Okay, 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 okay.
What up? Straight Up Podcast. Doing a little mix before we start. Get everybody in the room. Get everybody fired up. Let's get it.
Okay, 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 baby. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, really, okay. It's time to make it right. No longer wanting to fight. I'm asking the Lord to show us the.
Shout out to the comrade RTO Beats. Go check them out. RTO Beats at bandcamp.com. This is Hella Vibes Volume 1. Hella Vibes Volume 2 on the way.
Returning, following the sunset, horse hobbled and dirty. Bodies
Unfree
haunt my
Black.
dreams, but murder never unnerved
JB
me.
Swift.
Betty sketch a
Rod
record,
Wallace.
step
Let's
to
get
him,
it.
unworthy rider rhyme every Sunday. That's 52 times I left the runway. Shifty moves, nimble, the Warwick Dunway. Mind is an action fig, ploys, bombs, and gunplay. Smooth as Moy Khan, Koi Pons, and Feng Shui. Whether Google keep a composition. Brutal how I treat my opposition. I move the needle like the size we shifted. We had the world back spinning like when Soup found his wisdom in the ditch and broke the laws of fish. A pandemic make a man different. You can either touch the sky, you can have lemons. Jewels go to waste sitting on my database. Let me die, empty legacy, a happy face.
Insist on meaning, but not on answers. The point is not to answer, but to question, not to solve, but to seek, not to preach, but to explore. And you also know this, that life is stranger than fiction, because fiction has to make
Solution, crime, prostitution. I have no answers. I myself love strip club dances. Just the man in me, colder than antifreeze, hotter than lava rocks. Got projects to drop. Don't let the smooth taste fool ya. Head fake crossed over 2 points for ya. This is ski mask rap, you know. Lost battle.
I meant the last 3 weeks, RTO.
Trying so hard to generate substance, writing with gall and a little bit of gumption. I've been through a whole lot when I was younger. I used to box and duck cops. I told his older head that I would knock him out of socks. Nigga jump bad, bust his head with a rock. soul survivor, Lord last rider. You say the word, I like that ass on fire, cause I'm hardwired, God body inspired. Truck tires, treadmill and pump iron. Ceasefire, yellow tape and gun shells. Keep quiet, through the tweets, no thumbnails. He's stupid, bell bonds to pay bail. What you think now? That code D won't don't tell. Unexplainable shit when I'm serving it quick. Got no time for bullshit, need to learn that quick. I'm just passing by with my eye on the prize. Nighttime creature, sunset to sunrise. Why he grilling me, Duke? That shit ain't cute. He got something to say, go ahead and make my day. Hey, I do it my way, like Blue Eye said. I'm never holding it in and get the shit off my chest. Not here to impress, I'll impress myself. That's how I'm acting and walking when I'm chasing the best. Nothing heartfelt shit. I spit the shit from the gut, nigga, more than one. Check out my George Jefferson strut. It is what it is. Look at this shit like a gift. We're all through these haters and all through these gifts, nigga.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the fight. You got my 40, homie. I do. Bro.
Your rain on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapadons. Get in that ass quick fast like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon, Don Dada. Fuck Papa, you got to call me Francis MH. White intake like toast, so iron. Was told in shootout, stay low and keep firing. Keep extra clips for extra shit. Who's next to flip on that cat with that grip on rap? The most shady, baby. Ain't no telling where I may be. May see me in DC at Howard Homecoming with my man Capone drumming fucking something. You should know my stilo. Went from 10 G's for blow to 30 G's a show to all G's with O's I never seen before. So, G.
Power to the people, stand up and fight for our God-given rights. So they treat us like equals. We on the front line, protesting peaceful, fighting systemic racism and all the evils that come with it. But blacks kill blacks at a higher rate they respond with. Man, listen, we sick and tired of sitting inside of prisons with white people with the same charges, still living on the outside. As can be. My people tired of getting killed by the hands of the police. Now, loser, you can rest in peace, cause sleep is the cousin of death. This a casualty. Told y'all quiet is kept. With a secret they consider best. The rest they say decent. Anybody that's next gotta step inside the ring with mental. I suplex straight into the chicken wing.
DJ
to show y'all I'm like
Body.
gorilla like monsoon. You know what I mean? Tsunami a typhoon. I draw like high noon. Get the picture? Salute my style behind these balls. Just visit. Man, listen, I'm going hard. You missed it. Rewind and revisit. Each line in the song that I'm kicking is my mind gets to skitzing. I black out, step back, then back out. Never back down to go, but known to act out.
Dirty old logic, substance over profit. Run when I cock it, zigzag when I pop it.
Shout out to Rashawn Ricks, the Jersey Sun.
Track, saying poetry. Yeah.
DJ Rack, what it do?
You know what we doing. Yo, I ain't trying to go back and forth. I crack your jaw at the Catholic Hall back in Saginaw, Michigan. Had that blessed girl filming it while she giggling like a little kid that was ticklish. You a lyricist? Nah, dog, you licorice. Your name
shout out Sam Poetry.
Cause you sweet as your sister is. Back you up, have you limping on concession stands. Protect your clan, I bring the pain like a method man. And yo, I'm a genius like Jizza. Got your fingers on Twitter, you a singer like Scissor. I'm a top dog from Niagara Falls that drop bars and light rappers up on the mic like cop cars. You a joke like 911 in your town. I'm public enemy #1 with the gold crown. I'm taking album snippets and making albums with it. You on the gram posting pictures, chasing algorithms. What you gonna do? 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 Yeah, what you gonna do? Check it out. Yeah, 1, 2, yo, I be on that rah-rah, you be on that blah-blah. Thinking you the man, you more lady than Gaga. Bustin' like a drive-by, you wondering who shot ya. I'm notorious like Big Papa without the caca. Blocka, fall back, this is raw rap. Knock your ball cap off and walk over it like a doormat. Honey, I'm home, nothing is wrong. I just had to murder a dummy on one of my songs. I'm a rapping assassin with a passion for snatching. Chains from rappers is flashing, half them stashed in my mattress. My notebook is like a package of matches dipped in gasoline. I'm starting natural disasters. Call the fire marshal. Microphones, I melt wires off them. Yo, I'm the truth. Pay your tithes and offerings. You blasphemous, sacrilegious rap contenders better pass the mic like communion wine during Catholic scriptures. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Shout out Dixie Freely. Go check him out. Dixie Freely at bandcamp.com. Dirty old man, that's how we do.
Drums, I check a paper sliding right left index and thumbs. I get it done. Cookie cutters getting left with the crumbs. Rookies close their lockers when the principal comes. See, my cousins can't rhyme no more. At least most of them. My style is like George Carl. I ain't coaching them. Side bets, face up fours. I ain't posting them. Gynelotrian. Matter of fact, I ain't approaching them. The tape is on. I make the storm out of his coma. Bleacher like a hematoma. People King's persona. Over them M's, I'm in a nasty mood like Miss Corona. Teach my sons to keep the heat. I'm raising Arizona. Kicks, hand claps, and rhymes, we call it dad rap. Every verse is church, so hush or get your hands slapped. They said that I should give it up, I'm saying damn that. Call a few friends and get some bands back, I need that. Some people didn't make it to see me come back to take it. That's why this thing is so sacred, yeah, so praise God. Cause grace should never be forsaken. I messed around and made it out the basement, yeah, so praise God. Detroit, can you hear me? DMV, can you hear me? Praise God.
Headline news, time for some action. Advertising slots trying to get some traction. Prey on the sleepers cause they be slacking. These words up in your face like I switched on the caption. I'm not into big bros and mentors. I'm into learning shit to learn more. Bring truck, pull up, it got your name on it. Take the loot with the bands and the fame on it. Print out a shirt that said I came for it. Make a time bombs in your rainforest. Collateral damage, some paid for it. It was my bars, put the flame on it. Case never had some top game and save it. I'm humbled, I'm just glad I made it. Dues was due, anytime I paid it. Get them wide body, it's the main case.
On the dapper dawn, known to get my trapping on. From the home where hoes stand on pose and get they clapping on.
Shout out to Fields.
24 kinda rapping on.
Dirty old men, WTF, FTW.
Dirty old men.
Welcome to the South.
Bet you get a race, cause it's high kinda roga in the host to leave a hole in the shoulder of a soldier the size of a fucking boulder. Now admit that I'm colder than the tip of an iceberg. Fuck the waterworks if I mention that pipe verse. You niggas all all talk, so I know you won't try me. Make like Isaac Hayes, nigga, walk on by me. Cock face, all up in that ass like a prostate. Do you like Denver, but you on the earth in the box state? Come to the D, please stay the fuck off them back streets, cause them shots had you running like you trained for a track meet.
30 clips in my mental, pick a target. I'm on point, aiming high for my victim, so fix your joint. Back in better, baby, no conversation. Put this bud in rotation. I break this rhythm down and smoke it like a blunt. Really talking crazy, they wanna stray me, passing knowledge on dating games to be sold. Not told, so tell me what you want. Peeping all their weaknesses, keeping tallies, knowing all
Shout out Vietnam.
If you a nemesis, know I'm coming for blood. 63 panoramic vision when I'm backing up. Stay silent so niggas riding. I ain't gotta flex my
Shout out Vietnam.
Reflecting in my lungs.
Detroit, stand up.
You gotta strap on your nuts. Study ways to spirit yourself in the light so I can shine in the light. But what never changes is the darkness of this gun. Every shot you take in the barely phase me. So a couple things clearer, but I couldn't believe what's in my face. A man of many dreams and God gave him the means. But it seems he just standing in place. Gotta run the race if it's goals you gon' chase. All you see is death if all you got is faith. Gotta do the work if you wanna get it clapping. No snooze button tapping. Don't make excuses happen. Go ahead pimping. Be the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. For your heart turn cold and your body grow old. In the grave you gon' roll over a couple of times, cause you couldn't fix your mind to do what you had to. Success is like rent and it's past due. You better move before your best days is past you. I ask you, what you think is holding you back? Is it your mind or your heart that got you falling off track?
Black man. Daniel Star.
Blackberry sweet, you are poison. Poison, you are so sweet. Good thing there aren't many of you. I be deranged, yeah. You are a vibrant thing. So vibrant. And I just love you. Love you. Sweet kisses, poison. Just can't stomach your love. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay for love. Sometimes we pay. Even.
Shout out Rashad Rick. Straight up podcast, aka the Jersey Sun. Let's get it.
This movie.
Yeah, saying poetry, DJ Wide Body on the track. You know what we doing, no doubt. Classic hip hop, beats, rhymes, metaphors. Something special. Let's go.
Oh, see me, where the fuck I'm at?
Saying poetry, wide body, the God body. Dedicated to real brothers that ride for me. Nobody stopping my shine as long as God for me. Saying poetry. poetry, wide body, the guy spraying rhymes like a Uzi, flow like jacuzzis, hot as Lauren leaving the Fugees, the show of boobies and porno movies. Ready or not, I'm at your top like a goofy, ill as Bill, slipping Camille and little Rudy, your roofie. Don't shoot me, I'm trapped between the lines of my loose leaf like Bruce Lee. I'm drop kicking moolies, rocking Gucci. Excuse me, truly, flows just drove through me like trees, the branches, hair weaves and dandruff like handguns, aiming metaphors at your eardrums, busting 16s to your brains, leak on your air ones, dropping lines like breadcrumbs on snare drums, on the mic, fresh as the grandson of Red Run, hot as bars from Hollis to Niagara Falls, rappers soft as cotton balls and bottles of Tylenol, got migraines, they rhymes lame, LeBron James, push your wig back with slick tracks and hot flames. Saying poetry, wide body to God body. Dedicated to real brothers that ride for me. Nobody stopping my shine as long as God for me. Saying poetry, wide body to God body. Inconspicuous lyricist, I still exist. Like the pyramid, scorching like Egyptian kids. My penmanship ridiculous, killing it with wide body. And I ain't talking about expensive whips. This that black tire, black messiah, rap fire. Snatch liars off the mic like a vampire. They biting like Dracula with a spatula. My vernacular's like a massacre back in Africa. Splatter a challenger's brain like I'm Gallagher. With a barrel of watermelons, I slaughter fellas in the projects like Florida Evans. Word to my Lord in heaven. I'm representing hip-hop like I'm in court with felons. Prosecution dropping music like the Constitution. First Amendment, I be when cops are shooting. Run for cover, my weapon lethal like Danny Glover. Chalk you out, have you lamping under a fancy cover.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 5 out.
That's what's up. It's about that time.
Yes.
For the Straight Up Podcast, episode 7, season 1. Shout out to everybody out there in the chat. Chat's lined up. RTO Beats, DJ Rec, a few others.
Listen up, nod your head to the fallout. I'm coming no doubt.
Once again, Straight Up Podcast, episode number 7. Let's meet the panel. Let's meet the panel. Up first, from Jersey, now in the Atlanta area. Ladies and gentlemen, he calls himself Coop. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Coop.
Can't see myself.
Up next, from Jersey. Know this guy for a long time, back when we were wearing, man, Timberlands and Wallabies. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the one, the only, Potty, a.k.a. Cage. What up? Where are the rest of the panel?
Can y'all hear me? I don't see myself.
What's happening? What's happening? Once again, just came in the room from Jersey, now in the LA area. Crenshaw, a.k.a. Mr. Hustle himself, with the setup. See me hustle. Malcolm Edwards. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What it do?
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Hear you loud and clear.
Oh, yeah, man. Okay. I can't see myself. That's what I'm trying.
Oh man,
okay.
Not good.
I can't see myself either, bro. I can't see myself either.
Because
I see you. I see you now.
Hold on. Bam. All right. Welcome to Straight Up Podcast. This episode of the Straight Up Podcast is brought to you by Pop Pop's Wood Shop. Pop Pop's Wood Shop, specializing in custom woodworking, coffee tables, china cabinets. They do it all. They're dedicated to providing you with top quality work and the utmost professionalism. You call them today, 1-800-286-5233. Use the code PICK, P-I-C-K. That's 1-800-286-5233. Use the code PICK. Yeah. Once again, Pop-Pop's Wood Shop, 1-800-286-5233. All right. We're done with the sponsors. We got the panel on here, minus a couple. Hopefully they'll show up a little later. The show must go on. So we put out the kite for everyone to join us. Last week we had a lot of views last week, the most views we've had since we started. So glad to see that the podcast is picking up momentum. And like all things take time. As long as you stay dedicated and we give good content, there's no reason why we shouldn't jump out the roof. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, appreciate people that's catching us on the live stream, but also the playback value when people they go back and watch it after we do the show. We are going to be starting up another channel called the Straight Up Podcast channel. That's going to be also another outlet for things to be on you guys to catch as well. Just putting live streams on and other things of that nature and news and all that stuff, man. We try to see variety here, but we want to have a main topic. That main topic, as you all know, is sexual compatibility in relationships. Can a relationship work if you're not compatible sexually? So we'll talk about that. That'll be our main topic today. So how's everybody doing?
All right. What up? What's going on?
What's up, Ricks? We got Ricks in the building.
Yeah, I'm a couple minutes behind.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. We played your music, man. I'm digging that Commodore's joint.
Oh shit, I missed that. Yeah,
yes, sir. You guys can check out Ricks as well.
Check. Yo, y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear. You also can check out Ricks on IG, the Jersey Sun. Is in that Jersey Sun still, right?
Yeah, that's it. No. Actually, I'm bugging. That's not it. It's Sunray Beats. Sunray_Beats.
Check them out. Sunray Beats as well. My man, Rick's there getting it in. Yeah. So we're here, man. Sexual compatibility. Wish Brother Ani was here to elaborate, but I guess we'll go on and we'll figure it out. So yeah. So basically, huh?
I said he probably fell asleep. I mean,
yeah,
big as a bear anyway.
So yeah, so let's talk about that sexual compatibility. I hear a lot of times, and during the course of my adult life, you've heard that, hey, he's a good man. He provides. The guy, he takes on lavish vacations, spends all the money, in the world, pay attention to her needs, but he just not good in the bed. And a lot of women will end up settling down and having a relationship with him, and then the sex is not, they're not compatible in who knows what way, there's
and they go searching for dick somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. Then they go cheat.
Right. So I guess the question is, can it work? Can you have a serious, and that could be on the other foot too, man. The man couldn't, it's not getting what he needs from the woman, whether it be, the energy, different things, and, being creative and things. And the question is, can you have a long, successful relationship when you're not sexually compatible? Can that work?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, if you're
Absolutely
not,
it can work.
If you're not a sexual, like a sexual person like that, then it could work.
Yeah.
It works all the time, yo. If you like, blowing somebody back out, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. You say it work all the time. Folks don't be happy.
It works all the time.
It work, but they don't be happy. That's just like somebody who had kids with somebody. A lot of times they know they ain't compatible, but they just stick together because they got kids. And that.
Right. A lot of times relationships are just agreements, man. They're just agreements. That's true. You know what I mean? Contract agreements, man.
Yeah, nothing's perfect.
Well, it depends what you're looking for, man. You know what I mean? I mean, what do you want? Do you want stimulation, or do you want a business? You know what I mean? Like, that's how you gotta look at it.
I would think you want a balance. You don't want your lady to not give up
really the balance,
pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, let me clean up my language. You don't want to not have sex with you. You know what I mean? You don't.
Yo, the thing is, everybody looking for longevity in every little, satisfaction that they desire. You know what I mean? Everything that we desire, like we talked about before, is like it's temporary and momentary. It's like it comes and it goes. We expect those expectations like every second with somebody. You know what I mean? It's like. So it's like when you expecting that, you know what I mean, you're gonna get what you get, you know what I mean? Because you can't occupy that same space constantly with the same pleasures and everything.
There's gonna be ups and downs, and it's gonna be bad for a minute, maybe bad for a minute. Then y'all may, you know what I'm saying? You may have a time where everything's just clicking.
Have you ever been in a relationship where the sex was the primary reason where y'all were together? The sex was great, but y'all argued and fought all the time, and nothing outside of the sex worked out for y'all. Have you ever been in that type of situation?
I'm sure we all.
Did you try to make it work, or did you take it for what it was?
You gotta take that for what it is.
You gotta take it for what it
is. Sexual.
Yeah,
I would say you gotta see it, take it for what it was. But at the same time, I have been in a position where I tried to make it more than what it was.
Right.
But then you come back to the realization.
Yeah. I mean, we all do that. We all do. You might be with a crazy chick trying to run you over with cars and everything, but the pussy good.
Man,
so you just be caught up. You're like, damn, this motherfucker crazy. But
you'll tolerate extra shit. You'll just look past certain shit. It should have messed you up.
But at our age now, I'm hoping that now we can see that. When you're young, but now we old enough to know, like,
we definitely
you know what?
gotta see it now.
Yeah, this ain't worth it. We old enough now to know this ain't worth it. Yeah, that shit good. There's somebody else out there that's good. I can't deal with this shit.
Word, that's somebody else's problem. Yeah,
let somebody else deal with it. Yeah, exactly.
I know a lot of people. I know myself personally, a lot of people that would just go ahead and that's their sole basis. I know in my 20s, that was, I spent
sex is the drive when you're younger. You know what I mean? Sex is always the drive. Romance and sex, you know what I mean?
For me, sex is always gonna be a part of it. That's for me.
It gotta be. Yeah, it gotta be.
The attraction has to be there. That initial attraction. I just ain't getting going along just to get along. The attraction has to be there. I have to feel something towards. I'm just not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna be with you and we can accomplish this together. Nah, I gotta be more than that.
Hey, man, you feel the same way. It gotta be in the tracks. It gotta be something.
Right.
I don't care how great she is. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Pat.
It depends on what you're really looking for, though, because if you're looking for, let's say you want marriage out of this and something big out of this, then you can't focus on the sex and the sex and the mental stimulation. You more like got to look for like a more of a business side of it. You know what I mean?
Because I disagree with that, man. I'm just
telling you my opinion. I'm not.
No.
It's more on a personal opinion. Yeah, because you got people that's together just because of that, because of the finances. You got people together. I've heard that from people.
Last long. Hold up, but those people last long too. A lot of those people when
they got side pieces though. You understand? They got
exactly.
Ain't nobody gonna be in no relationship and ain't having sex.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hear that.
Right. True indeed.
You getting it from somewhere. You doing something with someone.
Because you can't get that stimulation 24/7, man. So it's like you just gotta look at it. To me, I look at marriage as a business. If you can see yourself working business with this person, then that's all good. But sexual, that's recreational, man. I don't, you know what I mean? If you like sex and all that,
there's sex in my business.
Yeah,
mine too. That's why I'm not. That's why I stay away from certain situations, because really, honestly, from my point of view, I really don't care about sex really that much unless I'm in a mood for it. And I'm talking about at this age right now, sex is so like I had so much sex in my lifetime that sex is so. Me, you know what I mean?
You're breaking up on the wrong part, boy.
I disagree with that. I don't.
Yeah, but y'all finished too, right?
No, but you're breaking up.
You're breaking up bad, brother.
You got.
You like basketball?
Oh shit! Where'd that come from?
You got
I watch the games on TV all the time.
Yo, what's
the hell?
What's the commercial, then?
That commercial going on. So I compare sex to a nice glass of wine or a nice cigar, man. Like I enjoy that. It helps. It's good for my spirit. It's good. If I can't
appreciate it,
you know what I mean? Like I can't.
Yeah,
I know
but,
people. I know people that are in business type of relationships, man. That to me is just a waste. I mean, to me, time is of the essence right now. You only live once, man. And if you're in a relationship for convenience, man, I think there's an expiration date on that, man. Not too many.
Okay, but think about it. But then again, that's probably a whole nother podcast. Open relationships,
right?
Open relationships that could work though. If you in an open relationship, but then you. But that's a whole nother podcast.
I never understood. Let's talk about it then. We can.
Could y'all hear me?
Huh?
Yeah.
I know I'm late, but what's the debate right now? Because I came late.
The topic, we were just talking about the topic. Sexual compatibility.
But I'm listening to the conversation, and there's something that is up for debate.
Okay, what the debate was what he was saying that
how important sex is in a relationship from a male point of view.
But the debate was some people in it for the business.
Okay.
And they can look past the pleasure part.
Sex, yeah.
Okay.
Question was is that I will state it. Can if you're not sexually compatible, can a relationship work? Can it be a success? Can it be a quality relationship?
Let me put my point of view on here, man. I feel like as a man, right? Women have the keys to sex. All right.
Yeah.
Men have the keys to relationships. All right. So it's up to us whether or not we want to allow a relationship to happen. For a woman, it's up to them to allow sex to happen. You know what I mean? As men, we pursue the sex because we don't have the keys to that.
Women also pursue the sex. That's totally false.
Okay.
True indeed.
Women do pursue the sex. But what I'm saying is they have the keys to sex. Women is the yes or no. They give the thumbs up or the thumbs down on sex.
So what about me? Nah. I get the thumbs up or the thumbs down.
Well, I think that's where it goes back to sexual compatibility. If you're compatible, then you kind of venture out of the realm of who have the keys because y'all are both on the same playing field. So if you want to say
Rick's misunderstanding what I'm saying, though, you know what I mean? You misunderstanding what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying women don't want sex or whatever. I'm saying anytime you ever had sex is because that woman either gave you the yay or gave you the nay. You know what I'm saying? And because if it was up to us, we'd fuck everything.
Yeah, but we talking about relationships. It's a little different. That's like just meet somebody in the club and fuck it. We talking about relationships.
So my point in this is saying it's going to be controversial, but it's the woman's job to please me. That's how I feel. It's not my job to please the woman.
Oh yeah, that's very controversial.
I would say that goes both ways. You can't have it one way.
Yeah, you can't have it one way.
Your woman and your woman has to please you. It has to be
exactly.
Well,
we need women on it for that one.
Well, let's look at it. Well.
There used to be a saying when we was younger. I don't know if y'all remember, but
face first.
Come when I come or come when I come back.
No, I never heard that one.
So Malcolm, you speaking from experience, right?
What's that?
You speaking from experience, right?
I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I don't care whether a woman. It's not my problem what happens with a woman's sexual. It's not my problem.
So
my job to please her.
So cool.
Wow. Man, hold on. Whoa, hold on. I'm
you lazy motherfucker. You lazy.
Hold on.
Wait.
Repeat that smooth, please.
Nah.
Please repeat that.
Cool.
It's not my concern whether or not a woman is pleased sexually.
That's foul. That's foul.
You selfish bitch.
All right, continue, Dre, because I don't want to hear no more what he had to say.
That is so not good, man.
That's selfish, nigga.
Well, but wait. Hey, y'all got to understand that Malcolm is speaking from. They call this. He has a conditioned response, so we can't say he's wrong about his position. Let's try to understand his position. Because everybody's position is going to be different.
True.
But I understand. I don't agree, but I understand where he's coming from because he's speaking from a conditioned response. Now, everybody else has an individual conditioned response on how we want to respond to that. Now, let's not get into the realm of right and wrong because we're going to be debating all day. But let's add on to the bill. Another discussion to have is why Malcolm feels that way. And then we can dive into that to figure out why he has this psychology on what he just said. That's a whole other conversation.
True. All right, Malcolm. Makes sense. Let's hear you, Malcolm. I want to hear it.
All right.
Malcolm, elaborate.
When did it become important to please a female? When did that become important? Was that important for
that pleases me? That part pleases me. I like
that. True.
That's for your machismo, man. That's for the feather in your cap, bro.
That's where I get my pleasure from.
I agree. There's something to that.
For me,
there's something to that. But
damn, Malcolm.
Damn, Malcolm. So Malcolm, Malcolm.
I'm trying to think.
You're a 2-minute man, son.
Let's let him elaborate.
How long does it take sex to happen? Average.
Oh,
on average, sex takes
nigga,
about.
I'm trying to stretch that shit out unless I got somewhere to be.
Whoa. I'm sorry, sir. Say that again, Malcolm. It what?
On the average, how long does it take sex to complete?
It all depends.
It's 5
Depends on the woman.
Depends
on the woman.
Depends on me. If I'm high, if I'm sober.
It don't depend on the woman.
Yo, man, sex is long term anyway, man. Sex is a long term thing.
I'm saying you said 5 to 7 minutes, Malcolm.
Yeah, it takes sex
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
average.
telling
On average,
go
listen to what I just
beyond
said.
Oh yeah, it's
On average,
deep
it
as
takes
shit,
5 to
Malcolm.
7 minutes.
It's deep as shit than just sticking your dick in a bitch.
Straight up.
That's the only part I'm talking about.
Nah, we gotta go beyond that. We gotta go beyond that.
Well, I don't want to go beyond that. That's the only part I'm
You
gotta
gotta respect that though.
I got it.
All right, but you gotta look at it. You got some females, they'll come within a 5-minute period. You got some, you gotta keep fucking going.
True.
You know that age now.
Okay,
we done
and
dealt
that
with different women.
I'm glad you said that, Kareem. I'm happy you said that because that gets to my point. Is it my problem that these chicks today, is that my fault that these chicks today have 30, 40, 50 dicks on their jacket? Is that my problem?
I'm gonna tell you this.
That should not be happening.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you this. You know what's killed the
I got a lot of
game?
pussies on my jacket, so I can't say nothing. I got a
Hey,
lot
you know
of
what
pussies
killed
on my jacket.
Yeah,
You know what killed the game?
Don't say nothing.
What killed the game was the sex toys, man. They got, man. They got bunny rabbits that go different
Good
ways,
point.
tickling
Good
you at
point,
the same
Wide.
time and vibrating.
Good point.
You can't compete with that.
Good point.
Yes, you
Wide.
can.
Good point
Yes,
there.
you can. A woman needs human contact.
A woman needs human contact.
Fuck that machine. Fuck that toy. A woman
That's true.
needs human contact.
They do,
how much
but
toys they got. I don't
they
care
do,
how many
but
toys they got.
now I can agree with Wide on that.
Motherfuckers.
When they do
still
too
wanna
many
nigga.
of them, they numb their shit out. when they do something.
Yeah. Yep.
That's false. Man, y'all bugging.
Well, let him talk, Rick. Let him talk, man. Go say what you guys say, Kareem.
Yeah, I was agreeing with Wide. Yo, some of them do that so much they numb their shit out to where you got to just go crazy to get them to that point.
It's
some of them do that.
Yo, man, it's emotional with a female though, man.
These are
you gotta hit her
responses,
here.
man.
You hit her there, bro.
Like
You gotta
Dre
hit her
said.
from the mind.
Well, I'm gonna add with my piece. Let's get away from a lot because a lot of this shit is a little bit of our experience and some of this shit is our ego. Let's look at it from a higher perspective.
Okay.
Holistically. So we adding all the parts of this whole sexual experience. Holistically, self-mastery is very important when you're having sex because if you master the level of self, I'm just gonna add on. I come when I want to. That's me. But I put in the work to master that ability to do that. So if your intent is to please her, then it could take an hour. You good because you have a level of self-mastery to withstand till she gets where she needs to be. Then you can go ahead and do what you need to do. Y'all good. So it all depends on your level of how much you've conditioned yourself to participate in that whole act. That's one thing. The other thing is, yes, they do got sex toys and all this other stuff. But the bottom line is, if you're going to be in a relationship and if you care, Malcolm don't care. Wait. And that's no shade. That's no shade. That's just where he at.
No, I get it. It's funny. I get it.
But
I do care.
To an extent.
You get your shit off.
Wait.
5 minutes, nigga. 5 minutes. That's all I got.
To an extent, Malcolm does care. We're not here to judge or critique why or to which level he does care. That's not important to us. Only to him. The bottom line is when you do care and you have a selfless position when it comes to sex. And when I say selfless, that means you are engaged in this activity because you want to put out something to make this other person feel a certain way. And in that gratification, it makes you feel good. So most men get a satisfaction from watching the fact that she's pleased.
Damn right, man.
And that's a part of that holistic thing because it's almost like
I like to hear my angels sing.
It's like a 360 degrees of completion. Like all these parts have to be in place so you can have this grand utopian experience and walk away with something other than I busted nut, it was good.
Right.
I'm a holla at you.
Pride thing.
But it all depends on your engagement in the situation. So
and it depends on what you want at the time. I'll give him that. It depends on what you want at the time. He may not want that. So.
And that's my point. It all depends on what you're signing up for when you get involved in that act.
Right.
And it goes to women and men because you got some women who want to fuck more than men.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And you got to keep up with their ass.
Yep.
Right. So it's a good chance.
sex drive.
Relationship wise, if that's what you about to marry and you don't have a drive like that, what's the, you know what I'm saying? Was she gonna comply?
You can't marry that woman because she need
right.
it. Like, you actually got nymphos out there, nymphomaniacs they actually out there. They need it.
And on top of that, women, let's talk about what they claim that they want, right? Here's what, on average, well, probably most women claim that they want, right? They want a dude at least 6'2", rock hard abs.
You always on this tall thing, man. What?
Rock hard abs.
Yeah, but he's right though. He is right though. He is right.
That's Malcolm's perspective. Let's keep it in perspective.
Hold on, let me finish. 9 inches, right?
We all fit that one though.
and making like $100,000 or more. How many of us here on this panel fit that criteria?
I don't make the $100,000.
Okay, nobody fits that criteria. Nigga, it's a mythical fucking creature that these women all claim that they want. So somehow this supposedly mythical creature, if he was to appear, is somehow gonna want this chick. You know what I mean? Every one of these average chicks that think that they deserve a man like that. So, okay, my thing is, if that's what you want or that's what you desire as a woman, well then why can't I, you know what I mean? Why can't I have the things that I want?
So can I ask you a question, Malcolm?
Yeah,
have you ever cared if the woman got satisfied or not? Or is this something that, over time?
Yeah, of course. Of course, it makes me feel better when it's sad. But I'm just saying, all these women out here that got all this dick on their jackets, man, at a point,
Smooth. I'm gonna give you this. All women don't get that. You know what I'm saying? All women don't get the love making, the this, that, the bells and the whistles. Some women,
who told them that they could get that? Who told them
you just knock down and keep moving.
All right.
I get
told
that
them
part
that they deserve that shit.
Yeah, some of them don't deserve it. Some of them don't deserve that. I'm with you on that.
My thing is, I believe, I know a lot of people watching this shit, but I always rate it on really how strong you are and how much can you handle as a man, because on who you are, it depends on what you need in your life. And I'm talking about a woman is not enough to a certain degree. A woman is not enough for everything that y'all talking about. And I'm saying a woman is enough for a good mother and to raise kids together. But I don't believe that a woman is
one woman is enough.
You know, I'm just saying woman at all. You know what I mean? I'm just being real about it. I don't need a woman at all, dog. It's just that the things that I desire, trying to worry about who loves who. I mean, I don't love you anymore, man. That shit sounds childish to me. I don't even play that game anymore. So it's like,
so you saying one woman is not enough?
Really, with a woman, I just like the entertainment part. I like to have a good time, you know what I mean? And boom, boom, then I'm ready to go on my voyage and explore what I do naturally. You know what I mean? I really don't. Some of us don't want to be tied down like that. Well, you don't want to play the love game. You know what I mean?
All right, so that brings me to a question, yo.
That's a whole nother topic. Yeah.
Do y'all think relationships should be monogamous? Do you think men should be monogamous? I don't give a fuck about the woman part of it. We men. Do y'all think men should be monogamous?
It's very hard for a man to be monogamous. It can be done, but for me, it's a challenge for men.
You shouldn't have. Shouldn't have to be.
I got you.
I feel man is as faithful as his options.
All right, but then that goes to the open relationship. Because you got some people that are happy being a woman.
Yeah, but who wants a relationship anyway?
Like, that's what I'm saying. But see, the open one opens up everything. Like y'all dealing with other people.
Right.
Y'all cool with that. So if you feel that way, you gotta get people that's like that.
I never understood open relationships personally. I don't understand.
An open relationship is open relationship is just really is saying that the man who is cool for the man to seek other women. Because
and the woman too. No, it's both ways, bro.
Yeah,
who wants to go both ways?
It goes both ways.
It ain't you just with the man. It go both ways, bro. They go both ways.
Okay. But at the same time, who wants to deal with the older woman?
Me.
Okay. You answer that right away.
That's one out of 6 people here. Because I don't want a woman that's 40 years. I don't care. You know what I mean? like say, okay, my main chick might be 35 or something like that. But
all right, now
as she matures, who the hell wants her?
I know people.
Then our options get open as we mature. Women's get small. Women's options go down.
But you keep in mind that Malcolm is making relative statements. Understand that. That's what he sees. That's his reality.
Oh, who wants an older woman in here?
What's wrong with an older woman?
I see some bad.
Ain't nothing wrong with an older woman.
There's nothing wrong with an older woman. There's nothing
bad.
Angela Bassett. I'm getting in front of the camera for that one. Angela Bassett. You don't want Angela Bassett?
How many women out there at her age look like that?
Good point, Malcolm.
Well, not a lot of
It's a few.
But they're there. But they're out there.
Good cougar.
They're out there though.
Thank you.
They're out there.
Damn sure out there.
Ain't nothing like a good cougar.
Most women are at their sexual peak, at their peak on attractiveness, physique, and their sexual peak between the ages of say 22 to 30, 31 maybe.
Hey,
I disagree.
I'm giving them 35 to 40.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you, Rick. Yeah, they ain't gotta be that fucking young.
I mean, at that point, 35 to 40, you talking.
You in Cali? You should be saying
kids. You got.
But you got to understand your needs are going to change the older you get. So how you see life is going to evolve. So the type of women that you're going to attract in your life is going to change.
Sexually, though, I'm speaking purely from a sexual point of view.
On the sexual, but it's some sexy older women though.
There's some sexy older women. What percentage would you put on that? Let's say
I'm not going with percentages.
Yeah, don't answer that, Coop. Don't answer that.
Can't. Percentage? Not percentages, nigga.
We live on planet Earth. There's so many people on this planet that you don't have access to. We can't make broad statements, general statements like that.
No.
Well, why
percentage?
We can't.
Percentage?
It doesn't make any logical sense.
For the average 35-year-old woman, how many of them are would you say sexually attracted? You?
A lot of them.
In your neighborhood? We're talking about in your neighborhood.
For 35, a 35-year-old, I say maybe 5%.
What?
Damn.
Where you go, man? You
going out
out the country and you saying this? Damn.
5 out of every 100. Yeah, well, I'm out the country.
Wow. Good point.
I'm not dealing with nobody.
Digger Hurts in the chat said
28.
monogamy isn't a natural thing.
It's not.
It isn't.
RTO,
not for men. Not for men.
RTO says a real woman wouldn't be looking for that. That's a girl. So that point too.
Well, here's the thing about a real woman and a woman that's not real. That's a relative statement. It all depends on what you need and what you want. We gotta learn how to build outside of our emotions and our ego, because you're going to be able to debate somebody's ego and their emotions all day, because it's going to be a different vantage on how that individual sees it. Yeah. The bottom line is, when it comes down to monogamy is a concept that was introduced to us through Europeans. Let's just keep it a bean. So the thing is, we're living a culture that's not even ours. The bottom line is, our DNA is genetically programmed to act a certain way. And when you put concrete over grass, eventually concrete is going to give in to the fact that grass is going to grow through that concrete. Give it some time. So a man who chooses to be with one woman, that is a choice. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not here to judge that. The thing is, that man still has to live with the fact that he has to fight against his genetics every day, being around women that he are attracted to. He might not share that with his mate. He might not, you know what I'm saying, act on that. But he's definitely dealing with that if he's programmed to be a man. And we got some people who are a little flimsy out here, but I'm talking about alpha male. So when you fight against genetics, that's a fight that you either going to express or you're going to hold it in.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from an alpha perspective also, Dre. So yeah, I appreciate you bringing that into it.
Societies.
Say that again, Pot.
Yeah.
One man can create a goddamn generation. One man. You can have all the women. All you need is one man.
You know why?
One man.
You know why?
So I know your nature is different.
Exactly. And that's to add on to what I was saying. The creator is not going to give you the ability to populate an entire generation through one person. Right. That's just not how that works. Right. But we are living in a European society. And the fact that we're having this discussion and having these issues in our relationships that are considered normal is a testament to the fact that something's not right. We got to have a conversation about it. Because you take the people who are, let's just say, gay or whatever. they're living their reality and they don't care about who's judging them, and they're being very proactive and progressive about their lifestyle. So they're conditioning their reality based on how they want to see it. To me, that's progressive. I don't agree with it, but it's progressive. We are the ones who are not being progressive because we're still living in an outdated program, and we still got shows like Divorce Court and all this other shit because our program is outdated.
Hey Dre, real quick from the chat. Welcome to the podcast. Came McLaren asking the chat. So can men be faithful? That's her question.
If they want to.
If they want
to be.
It's a choice.
Definitely. A hard choice.
A man is as faithful as his options.
I'm a very
faithful as his
well,
I'm gonna say that's the truth. I'm very faithful. I don't cheat on my if I make an agreement with a female, I don't cheat.
And
I don't cheat. It's
and
just not in because I made an agreement.
I'm gonna add on to what he's saying. The universe is mental. All this shit is mental. He just said he made an agreement, which is here. And at any point in time, he can change his mind, which is the mental agreement that he don't want to do that no more. That's just how simple this thing is. So we got to understand our relationships and our marriages are a mental thing that we subscribe to and say, okay, this is the program I'm gonna run with. And you got the ability, which is called free will, to change it at any given time. Nobody controls that but you.
Hey, Dre,
That's why I don't trust anybody. That's why I don't trust nobody.
Hey, Dre, I got a question. Well, really, let me pose it to the panel about hypergamy. How y'all feel about hypergamy from a women's point of view?
Say that again, and can you elaborate for the panel?
Hypergamy, which is
women are always looking for.
Hold on. Go ahead, Malcolm.
All right, my question is about hypergamy. What y'all feelings on hypergamy from a
Okay, you got to break that down though for everybody. Some people may not understand what that means.
Hypergamy is basically a woman, they call it leveling up or whatever, but say a woman that's 22, just getting out of college, basically doesn't have much, but she's dealing with, she doesn't want to deal with her peers. Okay, I'm sure we've all experienced that. She wants to deal with a man that has something already. You know what I mean? So I personally, I think that's the natural order of life. I think that's how.
I was about to say that.
I agree.
I was about to say that, Malcolm. I was about to say that. You answered it. You answered it. I was about to say that. But you said.
So why? Hey, hold up. So why play the position if you can't play the position?
Because
that's a good question. That is a great question.
I'm talking about.
I can answer that. Society says that you need to deal with things from a peer perspective on your level. Society says that. If you deal with other cultures, you have cultures where younger women marry older guys.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Their family is involved in that entire process because she has stability. She's going into a structure that is offering the things that foster family. You take two people on the same playing field and the same level of evolution, they got to figure life out together. That shit's a struggle. So if they're riding in the car and they both like 21 years old and there's a flat tire, she looking at him, nigga, you gonna change the tire? He looking at her, shit, I don't know how to change no tire.
I'm about to call the tow people.
Exactly. versus
they may not even have a car.
Exactly.
21-year-olds may not even have a car.
So you take the man who's evolved in his evolution and is a little bit more established and has a little bit more human experience. He has more to offer that woman as a protector, provider, and a problem solver, and not just sitting and waiting to figure it out. He already has experience to do.
All right. Well,
so
then let's take this.
Is a natural order.
It's a natural order.
Yeah. Definitely. I was going to say that when you say that.
Natural order, depending on too. It's a natural order.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put all the money and all that shit.
Women,
I don't consider that shit natural.
All right, but
that's a lot of reasons why you hear these women talk about they want men that make over $100,000 or they want high value men, and you're looking at the woman, it's like, yo, look at why are you saying this? You know what I mean? Like you don't. Even if this guy was to appear and the guy was real, he wouldn't want you. You know what I'm saying? But women, that's what they want. They want to level up.
All right. So we talking about this, and we kind of. I guess slightly, some of us agree, some of us probably don't. But your daughter, we all got daughters. You want your daughter to be with an older man? That's because we saying it's the natural.
I'm glad you
sit together. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
cool.
Glad you said that.
Let me cut you real quick before we got another panel question from Kama. So you see, she asked, so does the panel agree with open relationships? Do y'all agree with it?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if people are with it, it just depends on you. It depends on that's individual.
It depends on
nothing wrong with it.
How it's controlled. For me, how an open relationship is, my lady ain't bringing no niggas in. It's only one. It's only one dick in this. Like it's only, you know what I mean. And ain't you ain't adding no dicks to this. So
100% Ricks in this.
So you ain't with it then. You ain't with it.
Listen. It's different. Open relationships.
It's different.
Well,
it's different.
Now, hold on.
Let him go.
Hold on. Now, for me, if I got a chick, she may be attracted to chicks. We can bring chicks in. Now, at the same time, she is attracted to niggas also, right?
Yeah.
She's not bringing no niggas in.
Okay.
Now, if she wants to have listen. If she wants to have a nigga, she could do that on her own, off somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
All right, I got you.
I'm not gonna restrict her because I'm not gonna restrict her and say you can't have nothing. Meanwhile, she get me all the pussy. I'm not gonna be like that. And I do have that right, but that's just not where my head wants to be.
So basically they're not coming to your bed. Another nigga,
ain't no dicks around
that type
me,
of
man.
shit.
Ain't no dicks around me.
So she want to do that, she gotta go else.
Yeah, and there's no dicks around me, man.
Women and men have sex for different
question
reasons.
again. So why are men playing a position that they can't fulfill?
What are you saying?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you
So
saying?
I'm just saying, like, at a certain point in life, if you don't have all this stuff to have this family, why are you putting yourself in a position to try to take on something that you're not even?
That's the man's choice
Well,
to decide.
I had my family already. I had my family already. I did that.
That's the man's choice to decide.
What I'm talking about is like, for a woman, when you marry a woman, right? The whole thing is you're supposed to be the provider, all this other stuff, right? So, why do men that don't have enough to really provide really put themselves under contract? You know what I mean? Why would you put yourself under a contract when you don't even have the stuff to back you up? So,
Because they never thought it out.
Some men probably feel like they have to. That's the way you're supposed to go. There's a lot of beta dudes. There's a lot of beta dudes out there, man.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. Everybody's for sale. That's why I don't take nothing personal anymore. I don't take love personal. I don't take none of that stuff personal because money is the big thing in this world today. That's all people care about. They'll do anything for it. So everybody is
a lot of decisions are made off money.
Kama says in the chat that's not being open then.
What's not being open?
My situation?
So Kama, can you? I got a question for Kama.
I'd like to have Kama on the podcast.
Yeah, can you explain? Why isn't that not being open then? So what do you consider an open relationship, Kama?
And while she's typing that in,
I think she's saying from the female perspective is not open. Like maybe
also,
more to my comment.
Hold on, Dre. Gigahertz says open relationships are all about an understanding. If the parties involved agree, then it's all a go. I agree with that.
But that's what I want to add on to it. Like open relationships are built on the reality of the people involved.
Right.
It's not one way.
Right.
There's no standard open relationship.
Exactly.
That's it. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So whatever y'all agree upon, that's what it is.
But mostly females don't want guys that don't have options.
Well, here's the thing about that. Not wanting a person to have options and dealing with the society we live in, the bottom line is you have a lot of, especially black women, to say, I know my man is out here doing X, Y, and Z. Don't let me find out. Right. So on one hand, you acknowledging the reality that this is a phenomenon that happens, but you don't want to know about it.
You don't bring it in the house.
That's the problem. But that's part of the problem.
Don't bring no diseases, don't bring no children, and don't bring no embarrassment.
So you don't forget about that either though. Why from how I view it now too, like when you're not around your woman, like like you just said, they think they're chasing other chicks. Yo, man, if that's what you do as a man, that's weak as hell. Because in my opinion, you should be chasing something else, man. You should be chasing pussy.
I agree with that too. I agree with that. I agree with you on
There's a lot
that.
of shit out there to chase instead of just chasing some more ass.
Yeah, I agree with that.
As older man, as older man, for sure.
Like that, you better chase your goals and your dreams, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what you should be chasing.
As older,
you know what I mean?
That
as
comes with
middle-aged men,
age. That
as
comes with
middle-aged men,
age.
yeah.
A man should be chasing his purpose first.
Yeah,
Your
young men got,
Your purpose comes first.
Yeah, because women gonna be there along the way.
As long as you're chasing your purpose and you fulfilling you're reaching your goals, which was a topic we had on a prior podcast about goals. But when you're a man that's chasing their goals, the women will come.
Yeah, they're gonna come.
They're gonna be there. They definitely gonna be there.
Your purpose in life should be first.
They definitely gonna be there.
No
That's
doubt.
for sure.
No doubt about
That's
that.
what you do, though, as a
Hey,
man.
I like
Here-
Kamer
here's-
say she
here's
want to
a-
come
here's
on real
another-
quick.
Here's a add-on to that.
You said no
Man.
men. Okay, Kamer, you're gonna have to come on the panel.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
You said no men. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link
I
to our
don't want
call.
to see men in my situation. That's just me.
Me neither.
Now,
Me
now
neither.
listen,
I'm with you on that.
Listen, hold on. Back in the day when I was younger, niggas that ran trains on bitches. Yeah,
Yeah, we did it.
All right.
I'm 45
That might be too
years
much
old
for
now.
YouTube.
Yeah, you're not running no trains at
I'm
45.
45 years old now. Nah,
Right,
I don't see no naked ass man. Nah, I'm not looking up seeing no another dick. Nah, I'm good.
You remember Amazing? With Broke House?
Moving on. Yeah, boy.
Let's break up some past shit, yo.
Yeah, boy.
Amazing, son.
We get to the rated X territory here.
I ain't messing with you.
Yeah.
Bad enough we already are and shit.
I don't know nothing.
Amazing
I don't know nothing.
grace.
Yeah, I'm just tiptoeing it.
How sweet
I don't know
the
nothing.
Hey, yo.
I don't know nothing.
But yeah, what was I about to say?
Hey, so let me ask y'all this: why do men step out? Why do we step out? What are some of the reasons why we
It's our
step
nature
out?
to conquer, bro. That's our
Something
nature
different.
to
Something
conquer.
different.
That's a genetic thing that's programmed.
It's our nature. You ever see the lions, bro? How lions are?
And I know a lot of women don't want to hear that, but the thing is, we do not have conversations like this where we just putting it out front because they make a very general statement of you don't have to do X, Y, and Z. Everything is a choice. Yeah, true indeed.
Because women and men have sex for different reasons. They have sex for love. We have sex because it's something.
Not all women though.
I got a question.
Because they gotten off of who they truly are, but a woman who truly are.
I got a question.
Oh yeah, by nature. Yeah.
To a degree. To a degree, Malcolm is right. To a degree.
I'm with Malcolm by nature, yeah.
That's natural.
Can you cheat and still be loyal?
Yes.
Okay. I'm with that. I'm with that.
But let's explain.
Different reasons.
Let's explain this before we making statements because we don't want people to because people gonna process things weird. So we have to clear this shit up.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I say that is because you have to define what cheating is first. Let's define that if you step out. Okay. Now, I deal from things from a very metaphysical perspective when we talk about free will. Now, when I say things, I don't want people to look at me as this nigga's a fucking dirtbag. That's not what I'm saying. I just have a higher perspective on how I see life. Now, I choose right now to be in a relationship with one person. That's a choice. When we talk about cheating, who are you cheating? What are you cheating? Because you're utilizing free will that the creator gave to you to do whatever the hell you want to do, right? The only time people were not allowed to do what they wanted to do was when they were in bondage, in chains and shackles, right? That's when you infringe on a person's free will to do what they want to do. People fail to realize when you get in a relationship, you don't override a person's free will. The only thing you do is have a mental agreement on what y'all gonna do, right? But they still have the free will to choose when they out at the club or wherever they at in the supermarket and they see a fat ass and they want to get with it. That's a free will decision. Has nothing to do with your mate, has nothing to do with the fact that you love them less, has nothing to do with they ain't cooking and cleaning, ain't got shit to do with that. You're acting on a genetic impulse. Women don't understand that. Women don't understand that. They just think that we just ain't got no fucking sense and we ain't shit. Society has fed them that bullshit. The bottom line is a man can build an empire with you, but still act on his impulse to be attracted to the opposite sex anywhere on this planet Earth. The fact that we're living in this European box of how we supposed to relate to our women is the reason why we having this goddamn discussion in the first place.
And you know what's so dirty about it, though? But you know what's so dirty about it? So if you really, really think about it deeply, you're cheating yourself. When you
True.
want for somebody else, you're cheating yourself, dog.
Again, a male is as faithful as his options. Once again.
He says options.
I like that smooth. I like that.
Options.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you about. I'm gonna tell you about
sexes, y'all.
No, I'm gonna tell you about European women. European women will look at the fact that they can build an empire, and they'll look past all the bullshit because they want to be on top of society. We want to grab the moment. We want to look good for our friends. We want to have status amongst the hood and our family. But when you're talking about empire building, when you're talking about having a level in the society that's above the basic bullshit, the bottom line is
cut off
the smart woman is going to say, hey, I'm trying to win at the game, not just score a point at the game.
Hey,
like a Kardashian mentality. That's why a lot of fuckers go crazy.
Taking a piss on the podcast, man.
Mute that boy.
I just thought about
this on the podcast.
No, I just
God damn.
All right, you know what that means? That means move on to the next time.
I look at it like this. Can I just elaborate on something real quick?
I like that shit. No.
Back in the day, when I have cheated, when I was in a relationship and I've cheated, it was because I wasn't getting something certain from my partner. So I'm a kind of, I was a kind of person that I have a certain box I need to check. If they're not checking all the boxes and say 3 out of 4, and then that 4 is some other stuff, I'll meet somebody with that.
How long did it take you to find that out?
Well, damn, nigga, you sound like
a long time, man.
How long did it take you, Rick, to find out? We just talking about
I ain't knocking you. Say that again,
I said, how long does it take you to find out what boxes you need checked?
I'm just saying.
For me, see, the reasons why I cheated, it wasn't because my woman wasn't doing something specific. Like, I accepted her for what she was.
Telling me, nigga.
Like, I accepted her for what she was. I'm attracted to women. Like,
yeah.
And I don't deny that.
Sexual male.
I'm not.
It's called universal stimulation.
My point was,
you
were talking about this the other day.
You ain't ready. You didn't cheat though. You didn't cheat. Remember that. You really didn't cheat.
Yeah, but
you didn't cheat. You would know what you naturally programmed to.
So
he was just dishonest.
This was my point. The honesty. This was my point.
He was just honest. That's all.
The honesty part.
Let's talk about the honesty. Go ahead.
The honesty part for me, I just came into that realization within the last, past 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Because I was sneaking, running around, you know what I'm saying, doing, hiding, sneaking. That shit drained me. That shit took so much energy from me. Just having to set everything up, strategize, just to go be with another bitch that I'm not even built like going to create nothing with. You know what I mean? So that kind of, that started fucking with me.
It wouldn't work.
I started looking at shit differently. Why not be honest? If a bitch is going to accept me, excuse my language, if a woman is going to accept me, she's going to accept me for who I am. You know what I mean? Now, not saying I can't grow. We all grow. That's a work in progress until we die. You know what I mean? But at this moment in time, right now, where I'm at right now, I got to put my truths on the table, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
and we all about 45.
That's a good place to be when you are living your truth. Everybody ain't living their truth because they're afraid. They're afraid They're afraid of.
Kama said you're terrible, yo, with your language, bro.
Hey, go.
You got women watching, man. Calm that down.
Hey, I know women tell me this. My daughters get mad at me because of this, but like I said, I'm work in progress. I'm aware of this, and I try to correct it. Like, I know. I ain't mad at her.
Shout out to the women watching, yo. We're gonna get Rick to the order. Hey,
we got women on here today, man. She asked this question too. Do men even know why women cheat? That's a good question. Do we know why women cheat?
Because the men might be lacking something or spitefulness. A lot of women cheat out of spitefulness. Because my man is cheating, I'm gonna go ahead and show him.
True. Either they're not happy to please or they're doing it out of spite.
I don't want to speculate, though. I don't want to speculate as a man. I don't know.
A woman don't.
Those are the two reasons.
A woman don't cheat if she in love. A woman won't cheat. So if she cheated on you,
that's what I'm saying.
She basically worked there. It probably you. I mean, you. How can I say? She'll stay with you, but she's not gonna leave you.
Hey,
that's
you know what I hate, man?
If you got money, if you take care of it,
I hate it. I hate when I see women talking about what men want because they don't have a fucking clue. I'm gonna do the same thing here. How many days you spent being a woman? Any of y'all on the panel?
We ain't gotta be no woman, but we dealt with women. When we were just fucking, they'll tell you. No. They'll tell you.
Alone, man.
No, they'll tell you. I've been with different females that went in a relationship with. They'll tell you what made them step out on their husband. What made them step out on their boyfriend. They'll tell you. That ain't hard. They'll tell you.
There's a reason.
It is always the same shit. It's always like what Rick said. It's either out of spite because they cheat.
Or they're just not satisfied.
Or they're not satisfied.
You're not being up under their ass 24/7. That's what it is.
Man, I know some people don't like that.
That sounds like like
that's simple for women.
That's the symptom. That's not the cause, though. That's the symptom. You understand what I'm saying? That sounds like the symptom. What's the actual cause? Like, okay, if I'm bleeding,
doing something they want.
If I'm bleeding on my arm, I could put a Band-Aid over that bleeding. But then if I start bleeding on my other arm, or I start bleeding internally or something, those are symptoms. What I'm saying is, what's the cause for that? That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
They're not satisfied with you. You're not doing what they think you should do.
Exactly.
And plus, when they start thinking like that, because they see it in another male that they could probably get it out of. That's when they usually start moving on.
So
just don't.
Well, that comes next.
Well, let's go higher. Let's.
So when a woman cheats, is it over?
No.
So
I think so. I agree. 100%. It's done. It's a wrap. When a woman
that's a good question.
That's a good question. It's not.
Yeah, I can't.
That's not.
It all depends on.
It's not. That's.
It depends.
Everybody's speaking from their ego. That's all.
That's ego.
All right, what you think?
That's definitely ego.
When you evolve, and here's the thing: I'm different. How I process things. So this is not the gospel. When you get past your ego, and you're dealing with the fact that we are all on this planet trying to figure this shit out, we don't have a monopoly on how another person should operate here in this dimension. We got jurisdiction over your ass. So if she steps out, for me, it's not a deal breaker, simply because, for one, I need to understand why. We need to sit down and dig deep into her psychology to figure out why she did it. And then once we get that leveled out, let's see if that's something that's changeable or tweakable. If it's not, then you go from there. But we are all struggling trying to figure this shit out as individual souls here, and we don't have a monopoly on who we can delete or who we cannot delete. Now, you do have free will to say, hey, I won't fuck with you no more. That's free will. But we do need to get out of our ego, because we're making as men. If you're going to evolve and be God, then the bottom line is you can't be half of a God.
I can't.
Everything that's subjected to you is subjected to her.
Hands
down.
If I got cheated on, man, it wouldn't be the same again, because the trust is out, and then I can't visualize. Like,
she could say the same about you. She could say the same thing about you.
No, because men and women cheat for different reasons.
This is my personal.
It's still cheating, though. It's still cheating.
The reason,
no matter what you do it for, it's still cheating.
The reason is
good point.
The reason is part of your growth. If you want to know and you want to get past that, you don't want to repeat that situation again in your life, then you need to delve deep into why and figuring out why. If you don't want to, because all this shit is, we're in school right now. So if you don't pass the first grade, your ass gonna get left back, and you can repeat some of the same bullshit that you egotistically are pushing to the side, saying, you know, I ain't gonna deal with that. I'm just choose to delete it from my world. That's not how we get down here. If you want to evolve to the next level, everything that comes your way, you gotta master that shit. And if you ain't trying to master that shit, you're gonna repeat until you get it. That's just the way it is.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So it's not a deal breaker for me simply because I want to know the psychology on why she is the way she is.
It depends on where we're at in a relationship. If we just starting out, all right, cool. But I'm talking about if I'm like, it depends. If I'm married and
ego, marriage means nothing.
Make it harder.
Marriage means nothing. Marriage
the
means
new
nothing.
chick, the new chick, you just fuck you. It's just when you got kids.
We still courting and
you're
everything,
married to
you know
that,
what I'm saying?
That's
And
hard
I'm
to let
probably
go
still
of.
doing the same shit. Then you
But
know,
I'm saying most of the we all got cheated on. Come on, y'all niggas never got cheated on. Come on. But usually it's the one you got kids with and all that you forgive.
Ooh, that hurts, man.
Definitely, I agree. I agree with you on that.
Let's stay right.
You
Let's
can't
stay
say my
right.
wife for a lot of shit. Like you know what I mean? To the point,
no doubt.
It was hurting me. You know what I'm saying? Like physically, like that shit was fucking me up.
But you know what's crazy about it? You learn from experience again.
Definitely.
Even if
you really?
somebody cheat on you,
are you really learning?
They are. Yes, you are. You always learn. Yeah,
you always learning.
But the thing is,
but are you mastering that lesson?
I'm saying you always.
Did you get the lesson? That's the point. Yeah.
You can't really master lessons because lessons are universal. You know what I mean? They always can step into a whole different category of things. You know what I mean? And you can't control that. But the thing is, when you start to look at how that person living their life, try to look through somehow, if they cheated or did something, they did it because they wanted to. Why would you get emotionally attached to what somebody wants to do? If she want to date this motherfucker,
okay, good point. All right,
that's the same thing I said. Okay, that's part what I was trying to explain. She has free will just like you got free will. Yeah. Get out your feelings. If you want to be in a situation that's holistic, you got to deal with them fucking demons, man. You can't live in a box and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna control my shit, and I'm gonna be selfish." They're selfish.
As an alpha lion, bro, which is what I am. Anytime, if you ever witness the National Geographic Channel, watch the lions.
I know where you're going.
Lions
all the time.
Female lions can congregate around one male, right? Yep. One male usually owns that territory. He's got several females.
It's called the pride.
Anytime there's another male that gets even close within that territory, that lion pokes up. That lion perks up. He's like, "What's going on?" He starts roaring. He's like, "When you come over here, it's gonna be a problem, bro."
Exactly.
Anytime as an alpha male, there's another male that's gonna enter in my area. There is going to be a problem, bro.
You're right, but here's the part that you're missing.
And that's our basic nature. And I understand what you're saying, that we have to evolve past that. But at my basic core, bro, I'm an alpha lion, bro.
Okay,
no man that's coming.
But that's our animalistic side. We got a spiritual side, animalistic side.
Exactly. So you're talking about from an animal's perspective, right? Because the animals don't have consciousness to rationalize their existence. Tigers and lions are not saying, "Why the fuck am I a tiger?" They're not saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're operating on their genetic mechanic. We have consciousness to ponder on our very existence. Why am I here? Why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? So the fact that you can make a conscious decision on why, you can ask the question, why? You're not a robot. So if you're not a robot and you can question why, then you can go deeper. Now, the thing about the lion situation, yes, the pride is controlled by one, right? But the bottom line is, all the other female lions in the pride have, I guess from an animal's perspective, have submitted to that pride to be ruled by one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, if you got a whole bunch of females that's gonna, wait a minute. If you got a bunch of females,
stop it.
Exactly. So if you got a bunch of females that are going to submit, if you got 5 chicks that are going to submit to the ideology of one dude, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm trying to get.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, good.
Because they all agree. They all mentally agree.
Let the strong survive.
Didn't say that when he tried to get.
That's what it is.
Weak will fall off and ain't gonna
Let
get
the
no
strong
good.
survive and the weak die
Strong
first.
survive.
Hey, Digger
But
Hurts
you
in
know,
You can maintain that, then good on you.
Digger Hurts in the
You
chat.
have all the female lions you need in your pride.
All right, Digger Hurts in the chat says, when women cheat, it's hard to go back because throughout time, we have been taught to hold women to a higher regard. She's supposed to be, quote unquote, the better half.
Exactly. I love
That's some ego shit.
No,
I don't like that better half shit. Ain't no better half.
That's the ego
that
shit.
comes from our nature to
I'm the
protect
better half.
women, bro. That's our
That-
nature to protect our women.
Especially if he's coming from a religious context with that
Ain't no
statement.
better half. Ain't no better half.
That's all that structured by men. The bottom line is it's not about a better half. It's about a complementary half. It's about a half that makes a whole. So without the other half, you ain't got shit.
Right.
Let me drop a jewel on y'all, man.
Drop it.
You got cats, right? Spiritually, and I'm not talking religion. I'm just talking about people who are evolving themselves on a metaphysical level. You cannot reach a certain level spiritually without female energy because there's certain chakras that have to be activated, and those chakras cannot activate until you have that exchange with female energy. So the bottom line is
chakra? What's the chakra?
The heart chakra. The heart chakra.
What?
The seven chakras. Seven chakras.
The heart chakra. Did y'all hear me?
Self-exploring energy.
Could y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you. They may not know what chakras is. They may not know what
They
chakras
don't know what it is. They don't know what that is. You got to break it down.
Here's reality.
Well, chakras are energy centers within the body that correspond to different aspects of your psychology. If your chakra is underdeveloped, if it's spinning slow, then there's certain things that are going to permeate on your physical surface as issues. So if your chakra is spinning too fast, certain things are going to be overdeveloped on the physical structure. So when I say the heart chakra, there's certain experiences that we have to master through our emotional center, and that only can come with interaction when we're dealing with a woman. Let's go back to some deeper jewels that are buried in the Bible. Jesus could not ascend and get to his higher level of consciousness if he did not have Mary Magdalene as the conduit to facilitate that. That's for me to say. There's people who need to go do their homework to see what the hidden meaning of this female was in the Bible, because she's a key aspect to the whole unlocking of you ascending out of this dimension. I don't want to get too metaphysical, but like I said, once I set my other channel up, those who want to get real funky with the metaphysics, then y'all can go over there and do that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying,
I still don't even know what to say, but I'm a
all right, guys.
When we go to the Matrix, that's Neo and Trinity.
All right,
exactly.
thank everybody for coming out today. Let's shut it down. Straight Up Podcast, episode 7. Thank everybody for coming through. Digger Hurts, Kenya McLaren, CME Hustle, DJ Rec, RTO Beats. Thanks you all for tuning in. Check us out on the playback on Anchor FM, Spotify Podcast, etc., etc. Join us next week for Straight Up Podcast, episode number 8. We bring you that real stuff. Once again, thanks for the panel. Brother Ani, Ricks, CME Hustle, Lawrence Howard, Kareem Cooper. I'm DJ Wild Body, and that's where we're going to leave it. Once again, we'll see you later. Peace on 3.
Peace.
1, 2, 3. Peace.
Peace.
My style is so deep, your freaks couldn't hear me.
Hey, don't even start with your breaking up ass. Freezing ass.
Man, fuck this fucking porn, man.
Yeah, you got to get a whole nother setup, man.
What it is, because you outside.
I told you using that free Asbury Wi-Fi, man. I told you.
Oh man, you need a signal boost or something. laughing at? Smooth and smiling, man. What you laughing at? I can't hear it, man.